Hi, I'm Sage Justice with Sage Words, and I'm just really here to say thank you. Thank you to all the writers who are documenting what's going on in the world through their poetry or fiction, nonfiction, fantasy, whatever genre you speak to the world through. Thank you for what you're doing. I know that we all have our creative expression as a form of kind of art therapy right now. And one of the things that I've experienced the last month is making a conscious choice to balance out what I'm writing about, the difficulties that I'm writing about, whether it's going back to, traumatic childhood or the trauma of what's happening in the world today, is also focusing on the beauty, the green flags, so to speak, the glimmers, remembering the warmest, most lovely, kind moments that I've had with family, friends, strangers, and writing about that. And realizing too, as I've been working on a massive project, as you can see, and have not been as present on social media as I normally am, because there's a time for writers to create, and then there's a time to edit, and then there's a time to so what I'm looking for, marketing, trying to get your pieces sold or placed or published, whether you're doing it yourself or through literary magazines or mainstream publishers. When I first started publishing or having my work published, a writing professor who was just a friend told me, you shouldn't ever publish anything until every time you write something, you should put it in a drawer for 7 years. And, to some extent he was right, but there are some poems, as you all know, or essays that are kind of downloads. We just wake up with them and it's nearly, complete and needs very little editing. One such poem that I did was called Maturity, which is on my Substack if you want to read it, and it won an award. And this is the shortened version. There is a long, I don't know how many pages, 15 pages of this that tell this whole complete story of where this poem came from. And it was automatic writing, a download, which rhymes too, which is a little odd when that happens, but also kind of magical and fun. And then there's a whole bunch of other, then there's this where you go through and you say, okay, some of this, I'm really glad it just stuck in a drawer for 7 years or, whatever arbitrary amount of time, where I allowed it to sit, like a wine, or it needed to breathe. It needed to, sometimes what we write is just an emotion we're having right now. And if we publish it, that raw emotion is last as long as that piece is out there in the universe, and it may not represent how our feelings evolve. And so sometimes it's good to just get the feelings out, have it, set it aside, and sometimes they do stand the test of time, and at other times they do not. So I just wanted to thank everyone who is doing the hard work of being honest, authentic, creative, vulnerable, strong, all of these different things, and to acknowledge that so much more is expected of writers today than ever before, and to also just gently remind you that you can write about the lovely moments too. We can write the world we want to live in, whether we're actually writing about our own experiences by looking for them and focusing on these beautiful moments of magic or love or kindness or hope, or create them by writing what we wish we could experience to kind of help balance out the scales right now. So that's what I've been doing. That's what this big stack is. It's a balance of both, but it makes me really happy to have those things in there. And I just wanted to let you know that I care, and I still want to support everybody that I've always been supporting, and encourage other writers every day that I can. And if I am not as present as I normally have been, it's because I have a lot cooking in the background, a lot of things that I'm really excited about and looking forward to sharing with you in the months to come. So thank you for caring. Thank you for doing the work that you're doing, and for being here with me on whatever level you are. I appreciate you.